1,150 homes sold in South Central Kansas last month. That's up more than 11% compared to last June. But before you get too excited about that number, there's other statistics in this report that tell the real story. Because while sales jumped, homes are still taking noticeably longer to sell than they were just about a year ago. New construction sales are up 38%. Contracts written, meaning homes that went under contract, are up 10%. And that's a lot of positive momentum in our market. So why are homes taking longer to sell? The answer is actually good news. Hey everyone, I'm Alexa with ReeceNichols South Central Kansas. Every month, we break down the latest numbers directly from the South Central Kansas MLS. And more importantly, we explain what this actually means for buyers and sellers here in the local market. Because statistics only tell part of the story. Our agents are out in the field every day, and that's where the real story happens. Let's jump in. Let's start with the biggest headline: 1,150 homes sold in South Central Kansas during June. That's up from 1,035 homes last June, an increase just over 11%, and the strongest June we've had in the past 3 years. When we break down those numbers, there are really two different stories. Existing homes remained very strong. 843 existing homes sold, up more than 6% from last year. The average sales price climbed just over $285,000, continuing the steady appreciation we've seen across the market. New construction had an especially impressive month. 124 new homes sold, which is nearly 38% more than last June. Even better for buyers, the average price of new homes actually dipped slightly compared to last year, making new construction more affordable than you might expect. Now, let's talk about the numbers in what really defines today's market. The average home took 38 days to sell, compared to 25 days just a year ago. At first glance, that sounds like the market is slowing down drastically, but let's put a little context to that matter. That 38-day average represents every home across South Central Kansas. Not every property is behaving the same way. What we're seeing from our agents every day is that homes that are priced correctly, well-maintained, and located in desirable neighborhoods are still selling very quickly, sometimes within just a few days, and often in the first couple of weeks. The homes sitting on the market longer tend to have one thing in common. Either they're overpriced, need updates, or just simply aren't aligned with what buyers in today's market are looking for. That's one of the biggest changes we've seen this year. Buyers have become more selective. Instead of feeling pressured to write offers in the first day that a home hits the market, they're now taking time to compare, see what their options are, and make thoughtful decisions. Even with a little extra time, sellers are still doing well. Homes are selling for about 99% of the asking price on average, proving that well-priced homes are still commanding strong offers. Let's look at inventory. At the end of June, there was 2,124 active listings across South Central Kansas, slightly higher than last year, but that gives buyers a few more options when they're out looking for a home. Current inventory sits at 2.3 months of supply. For reference, a balanced market is generally considered 6 months of inventory on hand. So we're sitting well below that, and sellers continue to have the advantage overall. But we're beginning to see something we've been waiting for: a balanced market. For the past several years, sellers have had almost all the negotiating power. Buyers were competing with multiple offers, waiving inspections, and making decisions in a matter of hours. Today's market feels much healthier. Buyers have a little more breathing room. They can compare homes, complete inspections, and negotiate when appropriate, and feel confident that they're making the right decision. For sellers, the strategy has changed. You no longer want to test the market by pricing high or hoping buyers will negotiate. Today's successful sellers are the ones that price their home competitively from the beginning, preparing them well, and they make a great first impression. Homes like this are still selling very quickly. One of the best ways to understand where the market is heading is to look at new listings and contracts written. During June, 1,222 new listings came onto the market. That's 4% fewer than last year. At the same time, 1,059 homes went under contract, an increase of nearly 10% over the last year. That's an encouraging sign. Contracts written are one of the best leading indicators because those homes are typically the ones that will close in the next couple of months. In other words, buyer activity remains strong coming into the second half of summer. Another interesting number, the typical home that went under contract had only been on the market for 13 days. Again, this reinforces what we're seeing every day. The average days on market may be higher, but the homes that are priced right, show well, and meet buyers' expectations are still selling very quickly. That's why averages don't always tell the full story. Real estate is incredibly local. Different neighborhoods, different price points, and different home conditions can all perform differently than the average of the market. Every month, we compare these statistics with what we're actually hearing from our agents, and honestly, it's busy. Our agents are showing homes, writing offers, taking listings, and helping clients move every single day. People are relocating for work, families are moving into larger homes, empty nesters are downsizing, first-time home buyers are still entering the market. Life continues to happen, and those life changes continue to drive real estate activity. This is probably the question we hear more than any other. Is now a good time to buy or sell? Our answer is confidently yes. The market looks different than it has in the past couple of years, but different doesn't always mean bad. In fact, buyers and sellers actually prefer today's market because there's less pressure, more opportunity to negotiate, and enough inventory to make a well-informed decision. And unlike some areas of the country where we've seen prices flatten or decline, Wichita continues to experience healthy home appreciation while maintaining a strong buyer demand. People are still moving, homes are still selling, builders are still building, and the market is still active. The key is understanding your specific neighborhood, price range, and goals, not just the market averages. That's where having a knowledgeable local realtor can make all the difference. If you're curious what your home's worth, wondering what's happening in your neighborhood, or thinking about making a move, we'd love to help. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this update helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next market update. We'll see you next month.